Aquarius. Welcome to June. Welcome to the show. It's been an interesting one, and June is no different, I guess. There's no way around the readings being heavy, and the readings are full of lessons, full of life lessons, full of karmic lessons, things that we have to allow ourselves to release and to let go of so that we can move into a new evolution. And that's been really hard for a lot of people to swallow, to handle, to take. It's not easy to be the messenger when it comes to this. I feel like there's a sense of needing to regain some control in your material life. I feel like there's a sense and a need and a want to start manifesting things in a very real way. Mercury, and as we all do, and that is a perfectly fantastic thing for you to push forward for and really want to look forward to. You cannot ignore what's happening in the world by putting your head down and just getting to work. Not right now. Your energy is very important to all of us because Saturn, we still have Saturn in your sign for a little while before it goes back into Capricorn. And at the end of the year, it comes back home to you. You are very Saturnian ruled. Remember that. So allowing yourself to kind of accept your role in this revolution that we're going through, because really that's what it is. Our lives, and not just a couple of people. This is everybody. Everybody's lives have changed. Everybody's lives have upended in some way. They've been touched in some way. And it's all an effort for the universe to show us what we've been doing wrong for so long is no longer going to work. And we have to allow ourselves to switch over. By the way, if the video is a little dark, my senses are really, really heightened today, like really, really heightened. And I don't want to end up getting a migraine. So I'm sorry if the video is a little bit darker than it normally would be. Let's take a look at your cards. The 10 of Swords, the Emperor, and the 8 of Pentacles. So what we have to release sometimes is really, really painful. 10 of Swords. Sometimes this is an actual person. Sometimes it's an actual situation. Sometimes it's just an idea or a belief system that we have found ourselves sitting within. And sometimes those painful things we try to control, not having to deal with the emotional aspect of it by working. Sometimes things have to end and we don't realize that they're ending until they're over. I know that sounded a little bit convoluted, but this could be with an Aries. You could be cutting ties with an Aries energy, especially since we have the King of Wands down here. Now, flanking the King of Wands, we have the Magician on one side and the Sun on the other. So you could also be dealing with the Leo energy. We also have Gemini, Virgo, and possibly Sagittarius. So there's a lot of fire people around you. But trying to control the ending of a situation by putting your head down and just working, those emotions will come back to you. Like if you're saying, no, I'm just going to do this and I'm going to get to work and I'm going to, keep pushing forward and I'm going to manifest and I'm going to force things to work for me and I'm going to forget about the emotional aspect of it. Those emotions show up for you. If they show up for you at night, if they show up for you in the middle of the day, if they show up for you when you least expect it, but they will exist. And that's why I always talk with you guys about actually allowing yourself to exist within that emotion and to put a name to it. If there was already a face to it at one point, you put a name to it and you allow yourself to work through that process. Now, if this closure that's happening is everything that's going on in the world and you are trying to control the way things are happening in your environment, not necessarily with another person, but in your environment with other people, you're going to see, I feel like you're going to see really clearly how your day-to-day activity results in the ending and the closures and the things that we have to leave behind. Because Mercury retrograde is going to be in your 6th house. And the aspects that are happening right now with all of the other planets that are retrograde and all of these things that are coming up for us, for some signs, it's going to be really, really murky. And we're not going to be able to exist within that energy without confusion. For you guys, I think Mercury retrograde is going to bring a little bit of clarity. It might not at first, but I feel like with the sun down here, there's going to be some kind of aha moment. There's going to be some kind of healing moment after the loss, after the grief, after the release. So let's see what the 10 of Swords is. See? There's always some sunshine after the storm, right? So the 10 of Cups on the 10 of Swords. The thing that you have to let go of, the thing that had to end, the thing that had to die off, it was blocking your view of the 10 of Cups. And maybe die off isn't the right words to use in that right there, but that 10 of Cups is, you can finally start to see it a little bit more clear. So where some people are going to have a murky Mercury retrograde, that was not done on purpose, obviously. Some people are going to have like a gunky sort of Mercury retrograde and not really be able to see anything clearly until after all of the eclipses are done and after the retrograde is over in the 2nd week in July. But for you guys, there's a sense of finally getting a little bit of control after the chaos. It's like stepping into your power role, if you will. Where there wasn't necessarily a plan before, the things that had to end created space for a plan to be made. So Judgment on the Emperor. And it is really time. So if this is an Aries energy, there's sort of a final judgment, a final conclusion when it comes to the Aries energy. But for me, if you're the one that's carrying that Aries energy, that being in control and being grounded, we're also seeing a lot of structures falling, and the Emperor can represent the dictator. And you're oh, wow. You're seeing the justice and the peace behind all of the anger and the hate and the rage, and you're taking like an active role into creating the steps to get there and allowing yourself to do that. Now, if that's on a small scale or a bigger scale, you could be dealing with a dictator at work and not necessarily the dictator of the United States or whatever, right? But allowing you to exist within a place of, oh man, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, that's going to get you through June. And by not ignoring the process, by not ignoring the emotions that come up during the process, that's going to get you through June. Okay? And I do feel like when I do these readings now, it's more of okay, let's just get through this month. Let's just get through this month. Some people were talking on Twitter about how in 2038 there's 7 eclipses. There's 6. I think there are 6 this year, if I'm not mistaken. But so people are talking 18 years from now, and I'm like, can we just get through 2020 can we? I mean, like, I don't want to look at the astrology for 2021 yet. I know a lot of people already have, but I don't even want to go that far at this point in time. I just want to, like, so for you guys, when I do these readings, it's just a month to month. Like, June is going to be like this. July is going to be like this. Like, let's not look further quite yet. You have a lot of decisions to make, and I think that the balance between the chaos and the confusion versus the light at the end of the tunnel, I think that's really what was keeping you stuck before, is like, I don't even see an end in sight. I don't even see like a conclusion in sight. What am I supposed to do, and how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to make decisions when I can't see past this? And it's okay that you don't actually have to make decisions right now. You can make plans, and then we can allow the universe to create around those plans or within those plans. You plant the seed, and then you let the information grow from there using source. So we have the 2 of Wands and Temperance on the 8 of Pentacles. Be very, very diligent. I don't even want you to be cautious. I just want you to be diligent about the decisions that you're making. Temperance is about the balance of the heart and the mind. It's about creating from a space of balance. You see, with where the one cup is being poured into the other, one foot is on land and the other one is in water. It's creating from a place of balance, and this is where the abundance comes from. You know, honestly, Aquarius, whatever road that you take, because you've already done the work to get there. So whatever road you decide to take, whatever direction you decide to go in, it will be prosperous. How do I know that? Because you're manifesting it. Let's see what this Magician's energy is, because you know the Magician has all the tools. But even if the Magician has all the tools, he still needs the clarity and maybe even the support. So allowing yourself to have that kind of support will create balance. That support could come, yeah, there's a lot of manifestation of peace here. Now, if you're trying to find that balance and peace within your own personal surroundings, and this isn't about the world at large and what's happening, there might be a Libra, Gemini, or Virgo energy that's helping you create some balance in your life. And I really want you to allow yourself to lean on your friends right now. Because I think that too often, you know, Aquarius, you guys like to have friends. You guys like to have that camaraderie and that friendship, but when it comes to actually needing somebody, it's very hard for you to accept the help. And, you know, you want to be the one that saves the day. You don't want somebody else to save your day. And now's the time to kind of get away from that sort of mentality and let other people join in on what it is that you're manifesting, what it is that you're personally creating for yourself, because there's a balance that's happening. I keep hearing the words no justice, no peace, and I know that that's kind of being chanted in rallies and protests and the stuff that's going on. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of you know, any kind of sensitive subjects. We're not going to get into that, but that's what I keep hearing. So I know that whether it's in your personal life or whether it's in, you know, at large and in the community and in the collective, you are fighting for justice and you're fighting for peace. And that could be only within yourself. And it's not just a part of the collective. It could just be fighting for that peace within yourself. But leaning on other people right now to kind of, because you can't do it all. you will become exhausted. And because you're the one with the ideas and you're the one that sees the light at the end of the tunnel, we need that. We need that we need your strength to stay up. So, let's look at that King of Wands. Ooh, look at that King of Wands. There is a fire in the King of Wands. Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what came out. So we have the Ace of Wands on the King of Wands. There is a very passionate side to this King of Wands, whether this is your energy or whether it's somebody else's. And I think that they really, really, really want to be a part of whatever kind of revolution it is that you're creating. And I would not be a very good reader if I told you to ignore this. I think that when people come out as a supporting role in our life, we can often get very, very scared because it's like, what if I get hurt? You know, just like I did in the past. What if things crumble in the same way that they did before? And so we have that guard. We kind of put a guard up. I feel like this person sparks a part of who you are that hasn't ever really necessarily been sparked before. And I want you to explore that. I want you to give yourself the opportunity to explore that. Because I don't think that you guys give yourself enough credit when it comes to exploring your own passions. You're just opposite the 5th house. So it's like the 5th house is all about your passions, right? So allowing yourself to explore the passionate side of who you can be. And if you're somebody who has fire in their chart as well, a lot of fire in their chart, that's coming out in June. That's coming up. It's okay to grieve. But I don't want you to feel bad if things are going well for you right now. If things are going better for you than your neighbor, or things are going better for you than a friend of yours, the 5 of Cups on the 10 of Pentacles, don't be sad that you're getting yours. You know what I mean? Like, for some of us, we really are grieving what the 10, you have 3 10s in your reading. So there's a lot of closures and new beginnings that are happening. For some of us, we're grieving a stable life that we once had as we move into something that's a little bit more unknown and possibly not as stable as what we're used to. And that's something with the 5 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles that is a very real thing right now, grieving the loss of that. There's something about stability. But also you're having to see, I mean, this is kind of convoluted because I understand this feeling so well. It's backwards. It contradicts itself. These two ideas, grieving the loss of what you once had, but also grieving the loss of what you thought you once wanted, what you thought that 10 of Pentacles was supposed to look like. There's a clarity now that's being shown that kind of stability, the 10 of Pentacles is about the strong, stable environment in the family and all of those things. And all of that stuff that you thought you once wanted is not necessarily what you want anymore. You want it to look different now. And it's okay to grieve what you once thought it was. Because there's almost an innocence in holding on to that or grieving that and allowing it to pass. I feel like there's an earth sign and a fire sign that are very, very important to you. And I think that there's a need for this earth sign to possibly, whether it's the earth sign needs to apologize to you or you need to apologize to the earth sign, there's something that's changing, and it could also be a Scorpio energy. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Star at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles and the Death card at the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Star is you. That's your energy. if it's an earth sign that you want, if there's an earth sign in your life that you really, really want, and there's a fire sign that really, really wants you, or maybe it could even be a Scorpio that really wants you, it's almost as if there's like a sense of you needing to figure out who you are first before you choose who you want to be with. And I think that that's kind of or before you even choose if that's the kind of future you want, or if this is the kind of, you're not ready to make the choice. And I don't want you to. I want you to make your plans in June. I don't want you to make choices and final decisions in June. I want you to make plans, and I want you to write them down. And I want you to allow yourself to imagine a life where you're happy and you're abundant and you're joyful. And I mean, it's never going to be with completely 100% without stress. Nobody's life ever is. It's how we allow ourselves to react to the stress. That's the big thing. June is a turning month for you guys. And I don't know if that was apparent in this reading. The 10s really make me feel good because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that this Saturn transit, this little quick Saturn transit sort of showed everybody. Your energy is going to be guiding us through the next 2.5 years. And for that, we are all very grateful because things need to change, and it's going to change under your rule. So here we go. And if you guys need any extra assistance, like on a daily basis, the memberships are a really good place to get that. We are in contact, or I try to be in contact with you guys, with all the members on Discord on a daily basis. We do weekly meditations. I did a sovereignty meditation last night that was amazing with the members. Usually it's just for the top tier. That sovereignty meditation replay is still available for all members. Join us. There's no pressure. We have a really good time, and it's been really nice to have the camaraderie. It's been really nice. It's a nice place to go if you are sort of on your journey and you don't feel like you have anybody else you can talk to about the weird and wild things that are happening. The memberships are really, I mean, everybody is so open and loving, and we're learning astrology, and we're talking about all of the important things in a kind and loving way. It's a wonderful, the Fearless family is a wonderful community. So join us if you'd like to. All of that information is in the description box. I have a few personal reading spots open in June, and a couple of astrology spots open in June as well. I'm just rolling those out as I can, as my energy will allow them to. So there's that available as well. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful June. I know things are really weird right now. Keep going. And I'll see you soon. Bye.